Hi, my name is Cindy. I started a family 3 years ago without a partner using donor sperm and IVF. I carried my first child and turned to surrogacy for my second. For those of you who have been following my story, you know that I'm a single mom by choice on this incredible journey of surrogacy. I'm the only breadwinner in the family. How did I fund this very expensive journey with a single income amid soaring prices and inflation? And how much should you budget if you're considering it? Before diving into the details, first you need to know that my surrogacy was an independent journey. That means I didn't go with an agency and was able to save the agency fee of up to $50,000. I created 2 videos about how I did it, and I've included them in the links below. Now let's get into the details. In my previous video titled My Surrogacy Timeline, Match to Birth in 18 Months, which I've also included in the link below, I used 5 swim lanes to explain the end-to-end timeline of my surrogacy journey. Today, I'm going to break down the expenses into these same 5 categories plus 1 for clarity. These 6 categories include psychological evaluation, medical costs, legal fees, escrow, surrogate insurance, and surrogate compensation. Keep in mind that this breakdown and all of the expenses are based on my experience and quotes I received, so they're for your reference only. You can see from this donut chart that the largest expense in a surrogacy journey is surrogate compensation, followed by medical expenses, legal fees, and surrogate insurance. Meanwhile, escrow and psychological evaluation are smaller one-time fees that account for just 1% each. Now let's look at each category in more detail. A complete psychological evaluation typically involves 3 sessions. In my case, my clinic waived this requirement on my side because I had previously done one during my IVF journey. That saved me some costs. I recommend comparing quotes from a few providers to find an affordable option. Medical expenses involve FDA testing, which costs about $1,000 per person. My surrogate has a partner and I don't, so totally I paid for 3 people. Additionally, there are fees for embryo transfers and medication. I often found that calling different pharmacies to compare medication prices can save me $100 here and there, which could add up. Legal expenses are divided among 3 attorneys, 1 for the intended parent or parents, 1 for the surrogate, and 1 for parentage establishment. Choosing your service providers is one advantage of an independent journey. Take your time and compare multiple providers to find the best fit. For escrow, I compared 3 options before making a decision. Plans vary, so some may charge fees if you need to replace the surrogate midway. Choose the one that aligns with your preferences and budget. Surrogate insurance might require a consultation fee. Most surrogates' medical plans are not surrogacy friendly, and you might be required to pay for the so-called lien, or you can wait till the open enrollment time at the end of the year to buy a surrogate-friendly plan from the marketplace. Do your research on the lien, which takes a whole video just to explain it. The lien costs up to 1/3 of the surrogate's base compensation. That's about $15,000 at least. And if you decide to buy a surrogate-friendly plan, be prepared to pay about $10,000 for the premium and deductible. Everyone's cost is different, depending on your surrogate's age, zip code, and the coverage plan that you choose. Surrogate compensation is a significant aspect. It includes base compensation, typically between $40,000 to $60,000 for a first-time surrogate. There are also monthly allowances, bonuses, additional compensation for special situations, bed rest allowances, nutrition allowances, and compensation for lost wages. Don't forget that there are also miscellaneous expenses such as background checks, life insurance, and potential travel and accommodation, and others. Keep in mind that these costs can vary. Overall, surrogacy is indeed very expensive. But you know what? Every dollar spent brings you closer to holding your precious miracle in your arms. That thought kept me going. If you have any questions, please leave a comment below. I value your input and will consider it in my future videos. In my next video, I will share some tips on funding your fertility journey. Make sure to check it out.